session, I have solved 5 problems on cash budget. So today I will be moving on to the 6th problem. So let me first analyze the problem. From the following data, forecast the cash position at the end of April, May and June 2015. So you have to prepare the cash budget for 3 months, April, May and June. So data is given for 5 months starting from February to March. So we need to prepare budget for 3 months, that is from April to June. So let us see the items given. Sales is taken as receipts, purchases is taken as payments, wages payments, sundry expenses payments. Further information, sales 10% realized in the month of sales, balance realized in 2 subsequent months. So 10% is realized in the same month. If you have sold in January, you will get 10% of sales in the same month, and balance, that is 90%, you will be receiving it in next 2 months. Purchases, creditors are paid in the following month, the month of September, that is in the next month. If you are making the purchase in Jan, you are making the payments in Feb. Wages, 20% paid in arrears in the following month. So 80% is paid in the same month, 20% of wages will be paid in the next month. Sundry expenses paid in the month itself. So there is no lag. January expenses in January itself, it is paid. Income tax, 20,000 payable in June. So in the month of June, you have to record the income tax paid. Income from investments, rupees 2,000 recovered half yearly in March and September. So it is recovered in March. Income from investments recovered in March and September. So since we are preparing for the cash budget for April, May and June, so we don't have to record this because income from investments is received in March and September. So we are preparing for April, May and June. So this income we need not record here. Cash on hand as on 1st April 2015, rupees 40,000. This is the opening balance of cash for the month of April. Dividend 12,000 is paid in the month of June. So we need to record this dividend paid in the month of June. Now before preparing the cash budget, we will do a working note, that is calculation of sales. So calculation of sales. Sales 10% is realized in the month of sales, and balance is realized in subsequent 2 months. So first I am recording the sales from February to June as given in the problem. So February month sales 1,20,000. March 1,30,000. April 70,000. May 1,16,000. June 85,000. So now we will begin with the calculation. So first I have recorded the sales as it is. So we will begin with the calculation now. So first 10% received in the same month. 10% is received in the same month. So February sales is 1,20,000. 10% will be 12,000. March 1,30,000. 10% 13,000. April 70,000 into 10%, 7,000. 1,16,000 into 10%, 11,600. And 85,000 into 10%, 8,500. So concerned one says I have taken 10% and I have recorded it here. calculation. Balance. Now 10% is received. That means balance will be 90% received in subsequent 2 months. Received in subsequent. Subsequent is next. Subsequent 2 months. So balance is received in subsequent 2 months. So let us take first for Feb. So now total sales is 1,20,000. Balance is 90%. So it comes to 1,08,000. Since it is subsequent 2 months, I am dividing this by 2. So it will be received, balance will be received in, what is the subsequent month of February? March and April. So March and April. It will be received in these 2 months. That is 54,000 in March, 54,000 in April. So balance 1,08,000 are divided by 2 because it is received in subsequent 2 months. That subsequent is next. Next month of February is March and April. So divide by 2. 54,000 in April, March and 54,000 in April. So I am recording this now. 54,000 in March and 54,000 in April. Same way we need to calculate for remaining months. It's over. Next I am moving to March. So 90%. 90% of 1,30,000. 90% of 1,30,000 will be 1,17,000 divided by 2. So subsequent months of March is April and May. So when you divide it by 2, you are getting 58,500. 58,500 is received in April and 58 in May. So I am recording now. 58,500 in April, 58,500 in May. So next calculation is for the month of April. April sales is 70,000. 70,000 into 90%. 70,000 into 90% will be 63,000. I am dividing this by 2. So subsequent 2 months will be May and June. So 31,500 is received in May and 31,500 is received in June. So I am recording this now. So April calculations is done. Next, May calculation now. May sales is 1,16,000 into 90%. 1,16,000 into 90% will be 1,04,400. So I am dividing this by 2 because subsequent 2 months will be June and July. So it is received in 2 months. 52,200, 52,200. So I am recording now in the month of June, 52,200. The month of June, 52,200. And one more in the month of July, 52,200. So we are not having the column for July, so I am not recording this. June you need not calculate. June you are receiving in July and August. So this is not required. We need only calculation till June. So now I am adding. So don't consider this for total. So first column total will be 12,000, 67,000, 1,19,500, 1,01,600, 92,200. So sales calculation. Now for our problem we require the sales of only April, May and June. So starting from here. These 3 months sales is required. This is not required. So I am done with the calculation of sales. Now let us prepare the cash budget. I am done with the calculation of sales. Now let us prepare the cash budget for 3 months, April, May and June. Starting with opening balance of cash. So opening balance of cash is given for the month of Feb. So remaining months I am leaving it as it is right now. Add the receipts. Add the receipts. So sales. So under receipts you have sales. So already we calculated the working note. So same amount we can write here. 1,19,500 for April, 1,01,600 for May and 92,200 for June. Income from investments. Income from investments. So income from investment. So it is not received here. It is received in the month of March and September. So it is not received in April, May and June. So you need not record this. So I am adding the April column, receipts and opening balance. So 1,59,500 minus payments. Minus payments. Under payments you have purchases. So purchases paid in the next month. Paid in the next month. So for the April month you need to take the purchases of March. March is paid in April. So March purchases is 98,000. So here you need to record March purchases. April in May. So April purchases is 1 lakh. May purchases is paid in June 1,03,000. Next, sundry expenses. Sundry expenses paid in the same month. Sundry expenses paid in the same month. That is 50,000. Sorry, 5,000, 10,000, 6,000. Repeating, sundry expenses is paid in the same month, 5,000, 10,000 and 6,000. Dividend. dividend paid is 12,000. Wages 80% is paid in the same month, 20% is paid in the next month. So 80% same month, 20% next month. So first I begin for April. So 80% of April you have to calculate, April wages. 80% of April wages, same month I am taking April wages. April wages is 8,000 into 80%, that will be 6,400. 20% of March wages, because this is next month. March is paid in April. So I am taking here March wages. March wages is 12,000 into 20%, 2,400. Same way we need to calculate for the month of May now. May. So 80% of May wages. Same month. So I am taking here May wages 80%. May wages is 10,000. 10,000 into 80%, that is 8,000. And 20% of April wages. Why I am taking April wages? Because next month April is paid in May. So April wages is 8,000. 8,000 into 20%, 1,600. So last month calculation, June month. Month of June. For the month of June, I am taking first 80% of June wages, same month. 80% of June wages. So June wages is 8,000. 8,000 into 80%, that is 6,400. 6,400. 20% of May wages. Previous month. May is paid in June. So May wages is 10,000. 10,000 into 20%, that is 2,000. So wages calculation is over. So now total the payments and deduct it. So April total was receipts. After adding receipts, 1,59,500 was the total. Now I am deducting all the payments, and the final answer I am getting is, after deducting the payments, the closing balance will be 47,700. 47,700. This will be the opening balance for May. Opening balance for May. After adding the receipts, the total will be 1,49,300. After deducting the payments, the closing balance will be 29,700. So 29,700 will be the opening balance for June. After adding the receipts, the total will be 21,900. After deducting the payments, the closing balance will be minus 27,500. This is the final answer, closing balance. So we are done with the